All right, hello everyone, and welcome to Shape Up. I hope you guys have been enjoying the programs, and we'll get started with our warm up today. But I think first I'm just going to adjust the camera just to bring it down a little bit, just to make sure the view is okay. All right, yeah, I think that's better. Okay. All right, so standing up nice and tall, we're going to focus on planting that right foot, and we're going to do our three-way leg swing. So bringing that leg forward and back, and just focusing on the balance here in the body. Get your arms involved as well, because we are doing upper body work, so we want to make sure that we're integrating those movements. Okay, and then let's cross the body. So we have 10 repetitions here for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll bend the knee and we'll open to the side, taking a gentle twist here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then changing it over to the other side. So nice big lift forward and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then crossing it over to the front here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then bending at the knee, we're going to open to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Okay, so what we're going to do next, standing in the center, we're going to step to the one side, and then you're going to sink into the knee, reaching, taking a nice gentle rotation through the core, coming back to center, and then reaching over to the other side. So we're going to do 10 repetitions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so bringing that back to center, we're going to just pivot over to the left, sinking into that right knee. We're going to take a lunge here. So you're in that stationary lunge. We're going to reach side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then change your feet, sink into that back knee, and then rotate through the core. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So nice and quick on that one. So bring it back to center, of course, and then resting the palms onto the thighs, fold forward to about the mid shin, so middle shin, and then bring it back up. And when you bring it back up, what I want you to focus on is rounding the back, okay? Flatten the back as you lower down, round the back as you come up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So coming back to center here, let's do a nice stretch through the chest and the back. And just remember to breathe here. Don't hold the breath. And then bring it back to center. We'll do some rotations through the arms. And then in the other direction. Okay. All right, so let's do the wrists as well. And in the other direction. And then we're gonna bring it a little side to side. So bring that heel to the glute. I want you to really think about stretching the front thigh here. So right here in this leg. So moving side to side. So you're just going slow. We're not jumping here. We're not doing a fast movement. I just want you to wax out the joints a little bit. So side to side, last one too. Okay, so good. And then we're gonna dig into the next part of the warm up. So let's bring it into, well, you guys are just grabbing a quick little drink here. So we've got a little mini one that I'm going to do for the legs just to warm up through the glutes and the thighs a little bit more. So this is going to be 5 exercises. We're going to go for 30 seconds of work and we're going to do 10 seconds of rest. So the first exercise, we're going to do some stationary C steps. So C, letter C, step. So you can do the stationary and you can also walk around in your movement. So if you're going to do the walk around one, you're just taking some steps and you're drawing sort of like the letter C if you're picturing that in your head. And then if you're doing it stationary, you just be drawing a nice big circle around. So just think of like the letter C or maybe the letter O, whatever, whatever works best for you. Okay, so we're gonna start off with 30 seconds. So let's get ready. Okay, so here we go. So nice big circle. Okay, and then if I was walking around, I'd be doing my C steps. So just taking your time because you also have to consider the balance here when you're doing those movements. Okay. So 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so all on the right side, we're going to do some side walking. Okay, so again, you can move around or you can just do stationary leg lifts. So remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. All right. Okay, so we have 10 seconds left. So really just think about squeezing that side as you lift it up, working from the hip joint. Okay. Okay, so changing it over to the other side, it's gonna be like not falling over like I just did, but extending the leg to the side. Let's get ready. Okay, so if you're walking it out, it's the same as the right side. So remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Okay, so working that out nice and strong. So let's keep that going. We have 14 seconds left on this set. So listening for that timer in the background. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so next one you can do the stationary kickback here, or you can do the walking kickback. Okay, so if you're doing that walking one, just make sure that your space is clear enough. There's no dumbbells, there's no pets to trip over, no spouses, any of that kind of stuff, okay? So just make sure that your space is clear. And then if you're doing that stationary and walking one, you want to make sure that the knee stays straight. So it doesn't look like this. You're not kicking back. Okay, so last one on this set, we're going to do some knee knockers. So in and out with those knees. Okay, so let's get ready. Here we go. Let's pump that out nice and strong. So remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. So we have 20 seconds. Okay, and then after this one, we're going to do a nice big mix of goodies coming up. So 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good job. All right, so let's rest, grab a drink, and then we're gonna move into a mix of some cardio, some abs, and there's like a little bit of strength in this one, so you do need your dumbbells off to the side. The first one we're gonna do is gonna be 4 high knees and 2 lunges. So you guys know that the 4 high knees, you've got that low impact movement, and then you've got the high impact movement. And then into the lunge position, you're stepping forward, coming back, and then changing over to the other side to make it 2 lunges. So then you'll just go back and you just keep repeating 4 high knees, 2 lunges, 4 high knees, 2 lunges. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna bring you, we have 10 exercises. So we're doubling here. And I'm gonna bring you up to 40 seconds of work for this one and 15 seconds of rest. Okay, so let's get ready. 4 high knees, 2 lunges. Okay, so here we go. So we got those 4 high knees, and then you're gonna step into those 2 lunges. Okay, so 30 seconds left on the clock. So just keep pumping it out nice and strong. You're working at your own pace, staying focused on those movements. Okay, and then after we're done this set, we're gonna move into chest presses on the mat with the cat. Okay, so keep it going. You have 9 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so arms to the sky. We're gonna do chest press up and down. So make your way down to your mat. Breathing out as you lift. Get ready. Okay, so here we go. We're pumping that out nice and strong for 40 seconds. Big lift up, breathe out. So just remember to breathe as you push those dumbbells away. You want to keep that movement going nice and strong. So you have 20 seconds left on the clock. We're going to stay on the mat and we're going to do some bicycles coming up next. Okay, so 12 seconds left. Let's keep it going. Almost there. Okay, so lifting up through the upper body, we're going to do some bicycles, so big circles, or resting the upper body, big circles. Or you can do a little bit in between here, lifting and lowering. All right, so working it out, really focus on extending those legs in your bicycle. I want you to draw big circles because when you do the big circles, you're going to feel more of the lower abs get involved. Okay, so let's keep moving. Okay, coming up after this one, we're doing some jumping jack squats. So this is a cardio one. So jumping jack squat. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so your modification jumping jack looks like this. Your high impact jumping jack looks like that. But then you're going to do your squat. So jumping jack, squat, jumping jack, squat. Modification. All right, let's go. You've got this. 40 seconds of work. Remember, if you're kind of looking for something a little bit more in the middle, maybe doing a few of the higher impact movements, and then regressing and doing a couple of the lower impact movements. That can help you build up your cardio endurance. Okay. So with or without the weights on the next set, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so pulsing, 4 pulses. then change. 4 pulses. Okay, so just remember you're working in between. Here we go. In between the top level of a lunge and the bottom level. So it's right in the middle that you do your pulses. So don't come all the way up and don't go all the way down. That's a full range of motion lunge, not a pulse. Okay, so pump that out. Work it, work it. Okay, and then after this one, we're gonna work it down to the mat. We're gonna do some bird dogs next for the core. Okay. So we're almost there. Okay, so alternating arm and leg. Nice big lift up. Okay, so here we go. Now, when you're doing this one, slow and controlled, of course. Keep the abs tight. And maybe just hold it for a second or two at the top, just so that you know that you're doing it slow and controlled. Okay, so we have cardio coming up next. Okay, so 15 seconds. Almost there, guys. Work it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so 2 jumping jack legs. So 1, 2, and then sumo. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so to do the modification, jumping jack, and then spread the feet, do your sumos. Okay, so you got your modification in there. So just like when we do this movement, you're just doing the leg movement. And then you gotta do the extra step to do the sumo. Okay, so after this one, we have 3 sets left. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we have front raise, side raise, front raise, side raise. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So bring the arms up, bring them to the sides. So nice big lift. Don't swing or sway in your movement. Make sure those feet are planted when you do your lifts. Okay, so let's keep that going. 19 seconds. Ten seconds. Ooh, and then we're just going to hit the mat next. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so laying flat, palms out in front, big lift, rotate to the side, back down, change sides. Get ready. So here we go. So just remember, if you can't come all the way up, that's fine too. You can do a quarter move, back down. Okay, so working it. Okay. And then after this one, we're gonna come on back up to the feet. We're gonna do some alternating curtsy lunges next. Alternating curtsy lunge. Okay. Okay, so alternating curtsy lunges, you can hold a dumbbell at the chest or 2 at the side. We're just stepping on the diagonal behind on a diagonal. Okay. Okay, so pumping that out nice and strong, really focusing on the form for that one, taking your time. So remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. All right. Okay, so try not to trip on the mat there, Lisa. I don't know how many times the heels of my feet keep catching on the edge of these mats. I have not wiped out yet though. Okay. All right, good job, guys. Okay, so let's rest up. So we're gonna move on. So take a rest, grab a drink. We're gonna do a little bit of body work. So excluding the weights from this round, we're gonna bring it down to 8 exercises. We have 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. First exercise I'm gonna have you do is gonna be the push-up. So we're gonna come down to the floor. Now, any style of push-up that you guys wanna do, that can be your box push, okay? Or from the knees, where you slide the knees back. You can do the push-up like this, or off the knees is fine too. Okay, and then alternatively, I've shown you some mad cat, child's pose, and then push-up position here. Slide back into child's, come back into mad cat, and then back into push-up. Okay, so any style of those push-ups that you want to do, you can try a variety of them if you want. But let's get ready. We're going to do that for 40 seconds of work. Okay. Okay, so maybe from the knees, just making sure that those knees are rested behind the hips. Okay, the box push is pretty simplified as far as form goes. The knees are underneath the hips. And you just want to make sure that when you rest the palms out, that they're wider than your shoulders, okay? Wider, but in line with the shoulder when you do the push. Okay. So there's 10 seconds left. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so coming into plank, we're going to do a diagonal knee. So coming across the body, taking a little bit of a twist through the core. Okay, if this one's a little bit too hard, let's bring it down and we'll do some hip dips. Okay, so maybe some hip dips. If you want to try the harder one, maybe try a few of those. That you can always drop down to the hip dip. Okay. And then coming up after this one, actually you can add in your weights if you like. It's going to be a leg exercise. So 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you're gonna step lunge on a diagonal. So bring the right foot across towards the left, come back, and then change over to the other side. Okay, I'll try to move a little bit closer. I'm just trying not to trip on my mat here. So diagonal step, and then come back, and then you would do the other side. Okay, so just think about when you're doing that diagonal step. Again, tripping on my mat. Okay, you really want to power off that foot. Okay, so another little tip too, the back foot follows the direction of the front foot. So we haven't done this movement very much in our training, so just make sure that those tips, you're implementing those tips. Okay, so we're gonna come into squat, and we're gonna do some knee knockers, so you can hold a dumbbell at the chest. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Okay, get ready. So here we go, 40 seconds, let's pump that out nice and strong. And then after this one, we're gonna hit the mat again. So we have 2 exercises next for planking positions, for planking. So 2 coming up. All right. Okay, so we have plank jump outs coming up next, or step outs. So I'll show the variations for those. You have 8 seconds left. Okay, so planking, step out. And then to ramp it up, you can do jump outs. Okay, so either one of those works great. Okay, so let's pump that out, try that one. Again, if the jumping out is a little bit too difficult for the full 40 seconds, just revert to the step outs. Okay, and then after this one, we're gonna be doing a plank again, but we're gonna do hold plank, and then I'll give you some like fun things to do while you're holding your plank. So 15 seconds. I laugh because really, I mean, everyone's always like, exercise isn't fun. All right. Okay. Okay, so you can either hold the plank or you can do some knee taps if you like. And again, you can go back to holding. You can do some seesaw, forward and back. So forward and back. Okay, so trying out some varieties there for sure. Okay. Okay, and then after this one, we're gonna do a little curtsy lunge combo. So we're gonna do one side and then we'll transition over to the other side. So unilateral, you guys all know unilateral by now. Okay, so 13 seconds left. Almost there. Okay, so you can hold a dumbbell at the chest. You're gonna curtsy lunge, squat, and then side lunge. So all the same side, curtsy, squat, side lunge. Curtsy, squat, side lunge. Okay, so try all one side first, then transition over to the other side. Okay, so pump that out nice and strong. So you have 15 seconds left on that set, and then we're gonna change it over to the other side. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so other side, we've got the curtsy, the squat, and then the side step. So curtsy, squat, side step. Okay, so pump that out nice and strong. So remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. All right. So almost there, guys. Then after this round, we're going to take it down to the mat. We're going to work on some core stuff. Okay. So keep it going. Just working it out. Almost there now. Lots of goodies for core. Woo! Okay, so nice work, guys. So let's take a rest. So I'm going to give you 40 seconds of work on this one, and we're going to definitely do 15 seconds of rest because we can definitely take that rest for core work. So just grab yourselves a quick little drink, resting up. So the first exercise we're going to do, we're going to come into a sprinter. I call this one a roll balance sprinter in a V sit. So you're in a V. You're going to do some sprinters or some kicks and punches. Tuck it in, roll it out, and again, and then roll it out. Okay, now breaking this down a little bit, if you can't do the whole component of the movement, what I suggest maybe doing is you can do the punches up top here, and then you can still do the roll if you like. Or you can do the kicks and the rolls. Okay, so you can break it down in any manner that you want, okay? So let's get ready. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we've got the kicks and the punches, the rolls, the kicks and the punches, and then the rolls. Okay, so again, breaking it down in any way that you want to. So keep it going, because after this one, we have snow angels. So this one we do facing down on the mat, of course. Okay. So we're almost there. So 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so maybe lifting the toes, that's an option. Fingertips to the temples, big circle around the joints here, and then tap the lower back with the palms facing up. So back. So when you do the rotation here, about halfway, you're going to flip your palms and then connect to the lower back and then come back. Okay, so if the toes are off the mat right now, I want you to think about squeezing the glutes. So you're activating your glutes and your lower back, but you're not putting any kind of like uncomfortable tension back there. Four, three, two, one. Okay, resting on the forearms, we have some double leg bicycles. So we're gonna go for a few in one direction, then stop and go reverse. Okay, so little note here, keep the knees together. So don't let the knees split apart as you curl the knees in towards the chest. So remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. So let's keep it going nice and strong, guys. Okay, so lift the toes from the mat, that's an option. Bring the arms out to the sides and you're gonna pulse the arms. So working the upper body. Get ready. So here we go. Okay, so really pumping that out, just using lots of control in those little movements there. And then you've got your feet off the floor. That can help you integrate the glutes and the lower back. Coming up after this one, we're going to be doing, I'll show you two variations of bridge. Two variations of a bridge movement. So we'll do like one for like base level and then another one that's going to add literally like a little bit of a twist in there. Okay, so we've got bridges up and down. If you want to stick to this one, that's fine. Or you can do bridge, lift up, and then you're reaching to the other side. Then lower back down, and then you just change over to the other side. So lift, squeeze the glutes, rotate. I want the head to follow through with that arm as you reach to the other side, okay? So make sure that head rotates and follows through that movement. Okay, so after this, we have 3 sets left, so we're getting down there. So we're gonna do boat pose next, or boat or V-sit. V-sit in exercise terms, boat in yoga. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so holding boat, you're gonna just lean back a little bit. You can draw the palms to the heart if you want, and you can rotate side to side if you want to row the boat. Okay, so holding that movement, So maybe adding in both movements, maybe hold for a few seconds, then rotate 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe, or just as many times as you want. And then just coming back to hold the boat. Okay, so let's keep that going. We have 20 seconds left on the clock for that. And then we're gonna do a V-sit again, so boat. And we're gonna alternate the arms and legs. We'll do a fun little one with that. That'll be harder. 5 seconds. Okay, so alternating arm and leg, you're taking a twist here. So get that palm up towards that foot. So airplane arms. Get ready. Here we go. Okay, so trying that one, pump that out nice and strong, pace yourself. Okay. And then coming up next, we're gonna try some butterfly bridges. Butterfly bridges. And then after this, we're gonna cool it down. Okay, so 14 seconds left. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so drawing the soles of the feet together, arms out to the sides. Let's bridge lift. So lifting up the glutes, squeezing the glutes as you lift. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Okay, so last set. Last set. And we'll stay in butterfly bridges after this one, and we'll stretch out the inside thighs. It's a nice little transition from one to the other. So last 10 seconds on this one. Okay, nice work, guys. So keeping the soles of the feet together, try to rest the knees to the sides. Just taking a nice stretch, remember to breathe. And then we'll just draw the soles of the feet towards the floor, cross the left knee over the right, draw the knees in, and let's just gently press down on your shins, taking a nice stretch here through the glutes, the lower back. I love this stretch, it always feels so good. Good, and then lower and change sides. Okay, let's rest. Let's bring it to the right side. We'll draw the heel in towards the glute. Let's take a nice stretch here. Again, if you can't do that stretch, work through range of motion here. Maybe lift and bring it back. Okay, either way, just make it work. Okay, and then we'll switch it over to the other side. So drawing that heel in, taking a nice stretch here. And then just maybe a little bit of a stretch release here at the same time. Okay, so let's rest. Come into just a comfortable seated position. Last couple stretches. Big reach to the sky, reach to your left, reach to your right, hold over on your left, then hold over on your right. Big stretch up. Lower those palms down, connect the fingers together, draw the shoulder blades together. And then bring them to the front. We'll round the back, drop the chin to the chest. And then inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale, lower down. Connect the palms again to the back. Drop the chin to the chest. And then bring the head back to center and then relax. All right, guys, nice work today. I hope you enjoyed the program for today. And we'll see you back here next week. Take care. Bye for now.